discovery. Wherein
One of your
previously
plants has stopped producing goods.
a plant ceased to produce goods, and more importantly, sprawl. Sprawl has begun. Sprawl has intensified, as efforts have been undertaken to move more and more productivity off of its original shores into new homes, farther away from the sprawl. Both over here and over here. Where I'd left off in the middle of taking a bunch of
One
our
of your
eastern
plants has
agriculture
stopped producing goods.
and sliding that
You shall
off
hear
of
from me.
Ashgabad to its shiny new home over here in Roseyard. I managed to devise some reasonably effective shapes on the topic. It will be upon us to add many more. As let's see, this island is also capable of generating all-important coffee. And I suppose beverage production can end up anywhere. Goat is a hardy, versatile animal. It'll survive wherever I install it.
Let us keep the details just between us.
Could just go about wedging it, say, up here against the coast.
No goods are being carried on one of your trading routes.
But don't worry about that. And so let's see, how many goat yards are needed? Current beverage supply, 4 here. Looks like a total of 8. Eight goat farm, which are meeting current needs. For our citizens off that way. See about how we can sneak more of these in. This is a farm that involves large fields, such as these. Raises the question of how comfortably I will be able to fit all of them together. You know what, let's see here. Positioning you there, you still have access to all of those fields. Really only had to demolish one of those, but let's see here, if I then just do one of those. That works reasonably well. You can see at a glance that it's imperfect. It's not as dense as it could be.
Production has been disrupted.
Also, apparently doesn't like the thought of actually putting guild there. I'm pretty sure it should be able to. Range. Oh, by the way, that's 3 of them. Let's try for the rest. You have space to sneak a road in over this way. And then I can just mirror this layout to the other side. Take me up to 7. The mysteries.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
I'll need to slightly reposition, probably rotate the Noria as well. Should still have the coverage I need for irrigating all this area. Yes, quite easily. And then this one would not quite be able to sketch in all 3 fields. Still, proof of concept. They'll call that like 6.5.
See, that wasn't so hard.
Indeed. Let's see, probably then if I shove another market building off in this direction.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Yeah, need to bring in more lumber.
One of your
There's
plants
no
has
despair on the boat.
stopped producing goods.
I think routing was, I'd already started. Yeah, the boats have been assigned to haul goat milk. I can go ahead and tear all this down. Future is on its way. Because then, yes, progress-wise, we're, if we have anything in the way of a firm, concrete goal for, as far as mechanically enforced things here in sandbox mode. No, instead, just kind of
Production has
self-imposed
been disrupted.
objective will be to, construct ye fancy super buildings, and otherwise reach all of the highest attainments. Reach the top of the pile, which will take some doing. Need to establish a very sizable populace, and the industries to feed them. Ever twirling towards productivity. Yes, spectacles. As proper, and let's see, so here on the mainland, bread is a bit low, but everything else is holding up. And I would expect that's a matter of buffering issues.
It were better if you weren't seen where this ship has to go.
Although I may want to just monitor that at some point and see how much bread is accumulating per cycle. Where is our bread transport right now? On its way. Carrying 104 bread. When the local warehouse here has a capacity of 105. Alright. So it is just about filling itself. We could stand to set up more bakery grids here.
I'd be happy to help you.
Matter worth investing in. Now then, we were finishing off our supply of goat.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods. Production has been disrupted.
Unfortunate.
You've got a good deal there.
Any other position I could try to negotiate this field into? Probably not. Oh, wait there. Strange geometries, but functional.
Production has been disrupted. One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Should be as much goat fluid as necessary for now. But for how long? Let us perhaps ambition.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Now there are no building projects that you can't achieve.
Nice. Good to have that confirmation.
Your building opportunities have been expanded.
I think Wedge a Bazaar right there. Seems about right. Through that, the sprawl. And we'll inject another mosque somewhere around there. It's actually kind of close to being in line with the other blocks we tentatively created.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Extend this road here.
A little more affluence and more envoys are sure to move in here, inshallah.
Yeah, God willing. Yeah, that's close enough. They're just one tile offset from the rest of the grid. Good stuff. We can work with that. But we had a shortfall of carpet that needs to be addressed. Carpet Island is getting a rework. As it should. Now let's see, we got materials. Yes, we do. We extend our influence out. Into this just gorgeous, pristine open field. Create a slightly haphazard and lopsided market layout. Measure out the space. We can fine-tune everything later. And yeah, no, not the little one. The good stuff. Alright, so the carpet making process. By our earlier experiments, yeah, one silk and one indigo suffice to feed one carpet weaver. So we're looking for an almost brewery-like structure. If we suppose, for example, if we were there, and an indigo and a silk stacked on the ends there, can I make these interlock comfortably? Almost.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods. One of your plants has stopped producing goods. One of your plants has stopped producing goods. One of your plants has
This
stopped
layout is one.
producing goods. One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Or I can just do the whole semicircle thing.
Don't put up a fight, or it'll hurt even more.
I also displace the other plantation into that spot and drag the fields in accordingly. That might work out.
One of your
Let's see
plants has
here.
stopped producing goods.
Just hold on a minute, man. I gotta...
Production
Gotta talk
has
to my
been
people.
disrupted.
Alright, we got a bunch of surplus wine sitting here. And these cannons I'm not using. And some bear pelts. That'll probably do. Just go sell these off to any NPC. Rest easy, Ben. We probably have your money. Maybe.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
You remain one of our most valued customers, Ben.
Production has been disrupted. One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Your threats are important to us and will be answered in the order received.
I have some exceptional goods for you.
Ah, there
No
we go.
goods are being
The
carried.
trade sounds good to me.
Don't put up a fight. Now you can tell people that Hassan Ben Said burnt a hole in your purse.
Well, yes, I did just sell vast quantities
Your
of wine.
assistance in this matter would be most welcome. It seems
To a port where
I
alcohol
may have
is
been
nominally
rather
illegal.
hasty.
Or at least illegal to many of the people living there. Maybe they're just buying it
One
for
of your
resale.
plants has stopped producing goods.
Other subjects. Actually, wait, yeah. What layout am I using for hemp? It's creating this tight block and having the workshop grab from the
Production
side.
has been disrupted.
Let's just copy that. Geometrically
Plants has
speaking, it's the
stopped
same
producing
farm.
goods.
Move these over. Just a smidge.
The boundaries between Occident and Orient are moving ever closer together. The Sultan has therefore sent me here to find out how the situation is progressing.
Production has been disrupted.
There. Though since we're now over here running into other things, I'm gonna have to bring a bit of wonkiness into the layout. Yeah, we can start to put more weaving up.
Production has been disrupted.
Start as something productive.
Production has been disrupted.
let that suffice for now. We'll see how well that does to start taking up the slack on carpet demand. At the moment, carpet shipments are leaving here non-full. It's investigating bread as well. What is bread? You perhaps like to think of it as a solved problem, but can bread ever truly be tamed?
Production has been disrupted.
You know, we might as well check up on what new thing have we attained. Said that something new would appear.
A good deal is always a welcome change.
But what? Ah, baths. And perfume. Roses are here. Well, let's see. Do Western folk want any of that? No. That is a new luxury for envoys who are currently underfed. So they want perfume. They want a nice bathhouse to hang out at.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
New considerations. So let's see, yeah, this place is quite firmly tapped out. We double down on food boats. All the throughput running there that we can.
Production has been disrupted.
Profitable. Profitable. In more ways than one.
Production has been disrupted. One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Quickly endeavor to cram more housing into here. Well, it's almost time to break out into this neighborhood. Good stuff, all
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
slowly making up deficits. It looks like supplies are evening out here.
Production has been disrupted. Production has been disrupted.
Though oddly enough, Rose Yard does not have roses. We want to start actually running a perfumery. Find a new island.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
And everyone got what they wanted.
Production has been disrupted.
Looks like we just have the one natural candidate.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Yep, just the one natural site for a rose yard.
Production has been disrupted.
Conveniently,
Production has been
it's-
disrupted. Production has been disrupted.
So quaint. So dainty. All nearly fits within a single irrigation zone.
Production has been disrupted. One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Is the fish
One of
supply
your
somehow
plants has
dwindling?
stopped producing goods.
Like the outlandish volumes of fishing
Production
that
has
I
been
authorize
disrupted.
on every shore.
Production has been disrupted.
Huh. All about that.
Production has been disrupted.
In a world. Fish to feed this country to the end of time. Anyway, I was doing bread stuff at the moment.
Production has been disrupted.
Add a couple bread blocks and then we'll go explore our options. Creating perfume.
Production has been disrupted.
Yeah, planning to tear down this little community eventually.
You surely won't refuse my request.
Side quest it is. But all my mosaic are getting eaten by promotions. This will be easier if I go to the source. Also because I have a very sizable pile of mosaic sitting over here not being used. Getting firmly stocked up. Meanwhile, the herring's gonna pick up more hammers. Having done that, set sail
A trading route is lacking goods.
for our future non-Rose Yard. The Rose Yard, which we will call Spice Isle.
You are far too intelligent to refuse this assignment. One day you are certain to trip over your own cleverness.
Production has been disrupted. A sandstorm is raging over your island.
Okay. Nice to meet you, I suppose. Pulling this back, a lack of quartz. I could start importing quartz to the island. Yeah, there is more quartz out here that I could be mining and shipping over.
One of your plants has...
Now, we have let you in on all our architectural secrets. A fair trade.
To bring in more material. do I have any existing routes that are about quartz management? This one that used to be shipping books. There are no longer books made over there. One. Dial up the volume on that. Then...
One of your plants has stopped producing goods. Production has been disrupted.
Yeah, I suppose just create a new route entirely. Repurpose another of my little...
Salam
Oops.
alaikum.
So we've switched over to the economic solution to piracy.
I like it.
Can I assume that you have... I am very much obliged to you.
Good stuff.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Appreciable reserves of meat.
One of your plants has stopped producing
Probably
goods.
should have brought mosaic here, because presumably, yep, need plenty of tiles to run these. Well, for now I can throw down the necessary markets to cover the rest of the island. You know, it's unclear what the sandstorm is even interfering with.
Production has been disrupted. Production has been disrupted.
All very dramatic, but somewhat vague.
Thank God, the sandstorm has ceased. One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
money is in safe hands here.
This is a reasonably large area of effect, comparable to that of a mosque. It needs a couple of houses worth of space.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Will merit investigation. Oh, you're cut off.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
There, it's fine.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
So let's see if this is...
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
His ship is the Triton. If it was hauling two things before, it means it has much more capacity. Given when I set this up, probably a small trade boat. So we may as well tell it to haul, like, a lot of quartz. Grab all you can.
Ship ready. Production has been disrupted. One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
I was gonna drop a little bit of this off for housing purposes.
Now there are no building projects that you can't achieve.
Housing and bathing. To do this block here. Since I started all the scaling up of production, we've been kind of low on coin. Take that as a sign that I've been doing this inefficiently. Surely more that could be done. Right, this is Hemp and Cider Island. Producing at admirable rates. So that I might consider telling them to liquidate their excess. Perhaps likewise other industry islands.
Production has been disrupted.
Sell off your excess barrels.
The council is eating right out of your hand.
Production has been disrupted. One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Yes, even here on Bright Island. No, I seem to be using all the bread that we're putting out. Books. Do we have book surplus? Seem to have reasonable book surplus.
Production has been disrupted.
I regularly acquire goods from the Empire. You've got a good deal there.
Anyway, bathing. Need more tiles.
I'll take what I am owed. Your money is in safe hands here. This is no task for a coward.
Well, it's not on a timer, so sure,
One of your plants has stopped producing
we'll get to that
goods.
eventually.
If there's anything else I can help you with,
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Do you fancy a thrill? Are you making fun of me?
An absolutely honorable transaction.
Alright, there's the investment down.
One of your plants has
50 bucks
stopped
per
producing goods.
whatever span of time. What does that translate into? Satisfaction.
You are very much to my liking.
The return on investment for hygiene.
Game saved. Production has been disrupted.
The Council of Ten thanks you.
Brought those over to fund.
You have acquired
More quartz.
an extensive knowledge of our architecture.
Well, well, what strange fish have we reeled in here?
Profitable. In more ways than one.
Salt, vital precursor to fish.
Salam alaikum. This is an honor, as always.
let me give you a hand.
Are there tools needed for that mosque?
good deal. Your generosity will bear fruit one day.
Right, it's this other icon over here. That's the one for spending on.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
You've got a good deal there.
Seems like I'm starting to run down the, selection of relevant commercial things.
May Allah bless you for your kindness to my people.
Production has been disrupted.
I said that route wrong. You're trying to unload all of your food, right? That's the thing you're supposed to do.
Salam alaikum. This is an honor, as always.
Alright, they're doing it. Just bring in materials to expand their warehouse, then? Bring over a hefty pile of glass?
And absolutely honorable.
Really, I suppose their warehouses have been quite tiny here. Just devote a bunch of beachfront to storage.
A fair trade.
The Council of Ten thanks you.
At 225, they'd be able to take half a large cargo boat of stuff just in their buffer.
I'd be happy to help you.
Means that Goldford is already over that line. And I could consider making that possible for some other places as well.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Creating a
Production
more
has been
bigger
disrupted.
glasswork
Production has been disrupted.
would do quite a bit for us.
Let us keep the details just between us.
There's this nice local coal mine. Although that's actually not necessary for the glass process. We make a lot of salt here.
Production has been disrupted.
Now investigate glass. We just need to deliver quartz to the island and then they'd be ready for that.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
That's better.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods. One of your plants has stopped producing goods. Production has been disrupted. Production has been disrupted.
You know, on immediate reflection, something that might improve performance elsewhere in our economy.
Every goods delivery transported in this ship has reached its destination safe and sound.
We'd be taking all these points where there's overproduction, actually, you know, expanding the consuming side of those relationships. Making sure that all of our materials have a home. Not bad. Half boat storage threshold achieved.
It would be better if you did not burden yourself with the knowledge of this ship's mission.
Now, hypothetically, if we ever end up with substantial quantities of stored bread, those pushed out onto the market.
The cripple can walk again.
Congratulations.
All our building plans are at your disposal.
I'll take what I am owed.
Go ahead and hopefully ease some of our financial woes by just establishing further herbs. Once enough of these exist, they will propagate up into more licenses for more fancy folks.
May Allah bless you for your kindness to my people.
We'll start setting aside the materials for the party over there. Like a fair number of boat in order to fill. Ben does not go halfway on this sort of thing. There's in fact no party like a Corsair party.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Need another cash injection, though. Grab a healthy stack of mystery books and put them to work. Looks like now that these are in motion, they're starting to do the job. The deficit is clearing up.
Thanks to you, we can finally enjoy a Sunday roast again.
I think that neighborhood will
Now
restabilize our
go
cash flow.
forth, good people.
Say no more. For all its auditory flaws, the pilgrimage site has been very useful for just generating honor. Been a pretty effective exchange rate just going on in the background.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
We only got a glance up there, but look how much more full the bread boat was.
Feel free to come and have a look around. If there's anything else I can help you with,
There we go. Good mosque money. But we've also generated capacity for many more envoys, who do in turn feed back into our Euro caps. The whole 28 extra patrician houses.
Production has been disrupted.
I like it.
Oh, I missed a goat farm. That little fellow was no longer necessary.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods. One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
A couple other aspects of the operation that have stabilized. What cash expenses do we need to go for perfume?
A good deal.
900 per farm, 2,500 per workshop. Alright, let's investigate then.
Production has been disrupted.
Where, yeah, I think with 2 of these I'll be able to irrigate, yes, the entire island.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Need more tiles.
You must help me with this matter.
No,
The
I wasn't.
Emperor begins to grow impatient.
Salam alaikum.
Oh man, the old spice line hasn't been upgraded in years.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods. One of your plants has stopped producing goods. One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
We'll have use for many things. I suppose I should rethink ironworks at some point as well. Get some sort of war island going. Come on. Enjoy your books. Fine imported literature.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
A good deal is always a welcome change.
Let me throw down a perfumery right here on the center line.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Then we'll just experimentally see how many roses it needs to get that running at full speed. Sort out our ratios accordingly. Probably 2. From the precedent set by other businesses.
Salam alaikum. This is an honor, as always.
Honorable exchange of barrels. There. Split the quartz up between the 2 islands. Or yeah, set both of them to try to unload as much as they can.
Producing goods.
And just gradually on the side, we'll assemble the party ingredients.
Fire is devastating your city.
A fair trade.
Yeah, that'll be the new neighborhood, where I did not build any such luxuries as firefighters or carpenters. Goldford actually running low on tools. Surprising. Guess the local metalworks have been a little overstressed. Right then, roses.
This harbor may seem defenseless to you, but I have the full force of the Sultan's fleet and armies at my disposal in an emergency.
6 of these. That's a new quantity. That creates new ratios. Right, so we just leave that running and see if
You shall hear from me.
the numbers work out. It's like with the direct connection from the nursery to the warehouse, if this is more than enough flowers for the perfumery, we'll build up a rose surplus. Whereas if it's not enough, we'll be able to see the perfumery only running at partial speed. Then depending on what sort of spread is ultimately needed.
The fires in your settlement are still on the rampage. Game saved.
Figures it would be you, the one house that's out of fire prevention range.
God preserve us.
Production has been disrupted.
Like people have been properly drifting up the ladder. And our limiting factor for further promotion is just straight up supplies and materials. We need more beer. Means we could probably stand to expand the size of the material buffer over on the brewery aisles. Give me your glass. And your brick. And I'll find the tools elsewhere. The brewing occurs over here. And did I not create second beer island? Suppose not yet.
And everyone got what they wanted.
We have at this time continued to rely on the one beer island. I offshored more vineyard, not yet more brew.
and everyone got what they wanted.
Although, that is the beer boat. And we are not at full capacity the moment it arrives. What are we making over here? This is all old salt making equipment. Let me tear that down. We were shipping the brine over to Hog Island anyway.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Don't send us away. We won't cause no trouble.
As if our lot wasn't hard enough already.
I am very much obliged to you.
Obliged indeed. Gotta remind myself here I need to allow about that much space on the side.
Black Death is spreading.
Okay.
May Allah bless you for your kindness to my people.
Oh wait, other way around. Monastery up front. Wheat farm at the back.
Production has been disrupted.
If there's anything else I can help you with,
production has been disrupted.
And yet, despite this, cash flow is still pretty good.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
I mean, like, long run, plague's
One of
not
your
so
plants
bad.
has stopped producing goods.
Plague happens. Comes and goes. I mean, just survive it, and then you never fear it again. That's how it works. Shut off the weaponsmith for now. If we can get more hammers made, so we can give those hammers to doctors.
Fork out a few coins and nothing will happen to you. You'll get over it.
Do you mind if the coins have plague? It has become a necessity in its own
A
way,
sandstorm
perhaps
has
a
appeared
feature
on an island.
of the times.
Ah, a tournament.
All of our
Be a
transactions
first
occur
rate
in
pastime.
heavily diseased currency.
Wonderful. I'll have
Also,
the
forget
knights
plague.
mount up right away.
You can't catch the plague if you're too busy enjoying sports.
The Council of Ten, thanks.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Yes, run for your lives to the arena.
I like it.
You know, if outsiders ask, Black Death, Great Pox, those are the names of horses
People are
at the
rampaging
track.
through the streets.
Fear not, good people. There are sports enough for all. Yup, sure is a plague afoot. Pretty sure most of this was under the cover of one surgeon or another.
Your tournament was truly entertaining. The best I've seen for a
Yeah,
long
all these
time.
folks have a doctor. Gonna take a while. Till then, just sit back and enjoy. Sports. So how's that perfumery doing? Running at about 1/3 speed.
Now, we have let you
So we
in
need
on
more
all
flowers.
our architectural secrets.
Production has been disrupted. Production has been disrupted.
And meanwhile, I should also organize shipment for that. Yeah, just temporarily making a job for another one of me old fight boats.
If you accomplish this deed, you can be sure of an ample reward. Don't fret, sisters. All in good time.
Wait a minute, didn't witches know how to deal with plague?
We cannot weave our magic without your help.
Yeah, if I just bring them some herb. Though I've not been putting herb into warehouse from anywhere. You just start warehousing herbs.
Production has been disrupted.
Terribly flexible little building, this thing.
The sandstorm has ceased.
That single square is outside my build zone. Disgusting.
Your population needs a medic.
Population has lots of medics. Keep going on about how everyone's dying of plague. No one's focusing on the positive. Slightly misaligned.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
More people dead of plague means fewer people competing for beer.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Plague solves ale shortage. Nobody tells that story. Every patrician who dies of plague is another vacant trade license for some opportunistic up-and-comer to take control of. Plague brings social mobility. Let's see, witches are over here on Hog Island. We just also haul the raw herb on the side.
A good deal is always a welcome change.
Base is going to open up since we're not refining salt here anymore. We're just shipping the raw brine.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods. One of your plants has stopped producing goods. Production has been disrupted.
You'll get over it.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Oh, hello there. Fancy seeing you here. Wrong business entirely.
Production has been disrupted.
Alright, there. That's potentially one plague ritual worth of herbs. Plague hasn't quite burned itself out yet. It's mostly done now.
Maybe I'll sell you a ship like this, if you can afford it.
Do we want two sisters? Maybe. But can we? Oh no.
I'd be happy to help you.
We have been here since the beginning of time. Under the roots of the old tree rests a dark power. We protect it, and it bestows power upon us.
Right, medicine. Got it.
Sisters, stop the cauldron bubbling. We can now start weaving magic.
Nice. Although I guess the question on my mind is whether ritual is local or global. The choice of words there makes it sound local, but who knows? Also, like, if it's just a local effect, that seems like would be really underpowered. That or I need to build a city here around the witches and move all the hog farmery elsewhere.
The Black Death has been vanquished.
There, see, was that so hard? Important consideration in classical urban planning. Proximity to witches.
Now, we have let you in on all our architectural secrets.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods. Production has been disrupted. Production has been disrupted.
At least we have plenty of wine kicking around.
Production has been disrupted. One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
It's always a pleasure to see you here.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
I'd be delighted to trade with you. I accept this trade.
Oh, already 2 hours up.
See, that wasn't so hard.
The nomads are moving out. They were obviously lacking something. My appointment to Grand Vizier is an exceptional honor for me. The Sultan may be young and full of energy, but he still values an old man's advice.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
A good deal.
Okay, there's an adequate resumption.
You shall hear from me.
The pursuit of further sprawl. Next time we may correct deficits and otherwise smooth all of the lumps and bubbles out of our supply lines to serve yet further sprawl. Discovery.